links here. When I first stood here on the Bund in Shanghai decades ago as a young man, there wasn't really much to see on the other side of the Huangpu River, as this picture shows. This area, known as Pudong, was once considered underdeveloped and even a slum. However, in the early 1990s, the Chinese government initiated a massive development project to transform Pudong into a financial and commercial center. This led to the rapid construction of skyscrapers, modern residential areas, and significant infrastructure improvements. Today, Pudong is home to some of Shanghai's most famous buildings, such as the Oriental Pearl Tower and the Shanghai World Financial Center. This breathtaking development took place in a city with an unfortunate past. During the First Opium War in the 19th century, the British occupied Shanghai and forced the city to open up, mainly for its opium trade, but also to other foreign businesses in order to take control of the local markets. British gunboats with newly invented military technology inflicted a crushing defeat on the Chinese and enabled the Western conquerors to enforce a completely one-sided treaty. This document, drafted by the aggressors, obliged the Chinese to cede territory and pay humiliating reparations for the opium they had confiscated and destroyed in order to protect the health of Chinese citizens and the economy of the country. In fact, the two British-led opium wars had severely damaged China's economy and plunged the country into an unprecedented global addiction crisis. The British then established a so-called colonial concession, which served as an autonomous local administration elected by the taxpayers who owned land there and were predominantly British and other Westerners. They have even taken the liberty of banning Chinese people like dogs from public parks. Now that we have left this sad chapter of history behind, it is fascinating to see how much the area has changed in just a few decades. Apart from transforming from a rural area into the home of iconic skyscrapers such as the Oriental Pearl Tower, Shanghai World Financial Center and Shanghai Tower, it has also become a global financial center with the Lujiazui Finance and Trade Zone. The historic harbour district on the Bund has also been revitalized, preserving the colonial era buildings but adding modern amenities. The new infrastructure includes the maglev train, the world's first commercial high-speed train which connects Pudong International Airport with the city centre at speeds of up to 300 kilometers or 168 miles per hour. Numerous bridges and tunnels such as Nanpu Bridge and Yangpu Bridge have vastly improved connections across the Huangpu River. The most important thing I'm taking away from my visit is that the air is cleaner than it used to be, that there is no more noise from diesel and petrol engines, as these have largely been replaced by electric vehicles, and that there are lots of green spaces. This park in Minhang was selected as one of the first 6 ecological parks in the city of Shanghai. As someone who has traveled a lot, I have not experienced the frequent drug addiction, begging, homelessness and crime that are rampant in Western cities. China's development model is inclusive. It does not want to leave the poor and vulnerable behind, and that is why it has lifted 800 million citizens out of poverty. This is the biggest improvement in basic human rights in the second half of the 20th century. It has made China the world champion of human rights. Yes, you heard it right. But this extraordinary achievement was never recognized by the hostile collective West. Shanghai's development is a remarkable and perhaps unique example of how strategic planning and investment can completely transform a city and make it much more livable for residents and businesses alike. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please click the like button below and subscribe to my channel. Also watch my upcoming video entitled "After outrageously enriching himself in Shanghai, a British drug lord erected Asia's largest luxury hotel." Goodbye for now.